So just random things I want to talk about. I listened to my eye subliminals like I want to say 5 times today, which isn't very many. I try to take breaks in between the subliminals. Like if I'm gonna listen to um, hair, or if I'm gonna listen to relax, or if I'm gonna listen to healing, then I'll take breaks. Like I won't do one right after the other. I won't listen to eyes, like changing your eye color, and then relaxation right after. Why? Because that fucks with your brain. You can't just change the frequency of your brain like instantly. If you're gonna listen to the eye one, listen to it 3 times in a row, and then stop. And then later, 3 times in a row again. But take breaks. I learned that the hard way. Once you start feeling dizzy, your brain has to get used to those frequencies. It has to adjust. You can't just listen to something 7 times when you first hear it and then expect not to be dizzy. You're dizzy because your brain is getting used to those subliminal frequencies. My mom just told me, like hundreds of times, that fucks with your head. No. Correction. It rewires your head. Like, quite literally, it rewires you. You're taught growing up all these things that aren't really that actually important. And then you can rewire. Like, we're told in society that if we get sick, we need to go to the doctors. It's the only way to fix our problems. When like 90% of it is mental, you can literally fix tons of health problems with subliminal messaging. It's the same thing as brainwashing someone. That what I'm doing to myself is what they did to people in MK Ultra. I am essentially brainwashing myself to have a better life. And there's nothing wrong with that. Anyone can do it. I have. I listen to very specific ones. I mean, I already have healing abilities. Like, I already. Here's one I got today. You see that reddish purplish? Um, Here's one I got yesterday. That healed within 5 seconds. So, what's what's wrong with listening to a subliminal that's telling me I have healing factor? That's telling me my nerves and cells regenerate if they already do. It's just encouraging, reinforcing that positive aspect of healing. It may be a completely gay superpower, but it's actually useful. I got called 17 today and yesterday. I'm 20. I'm gonna be 25 this coming year. I got carded because I'm on vacation, and hell, it's not bad if I want a Mike's Hardcore Lemonade. It's a fucking wine cooler, seriously. If my children ever turn out this way, I will kill them. And I mean like the bitchy kids from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The only reason my face, like the redness on my skin, the only reason that happens is stress and touching my face too much because of overthinking and anxiety. I am slowly mentally healing, and I want to thank it all to subliminals. Honestly, subliminals have helped me so much. And like I say, the weak minded people will not do subliminals. Why? Because weak minded people, whenever they get afraid of something they don't understand, they either insult it degrade it, get mad at it, or completely ignore it the rest of their lives. If you are trying to ride a bike, but you fall off the bike, what do? You don't run away from the bike. You get back on it. Don't do the thing you did before that made you fall over. And try something new that will work for you. The point is, when you fall off, you get back on. I listen to money subliminals late at night. When I say late, I mean like 8:30. Not really late. I have actually been trained by my grandmother. And yes, it is conditioning. When your parents make you do something, they make you act a certain way, it's completely conditioning. Conditioning. Most of the subliminals, the money subliminals, say that I should dress nicer to attract nicer people. I should go to richer places to fake it until I make it. But it's really hard for me to do that because I am so much me. But eventually, I will find success. Oh, and in Willy Wonka, even if they signed a contract before they went in, if he killed a bunch of kids, like, because he is, Willy Wonka's killing a bunch of children in his factory. One falls into like the sewage of chocolate and disappears. The other one explodes because she doesn't explode, but she gets really fat because she eats something she's not supposed to. Uh, I don't know what happens to the other ones. I don't remember. And it hasn't happened yet. I like the Oompa Loompas though. I was in here watching a bunch of commercials with my mom, and that's mostly why I don't watch television, because commercials are retarded and they're so predictable. So I told my mom, it doesn't matter how good of a product you have. It can suck, but you can price it higher if people know about it. That's why the more you promote, with money or without money for free, a product, the more it sells. And the more it sells, the more reviews are on it. And the more reviews you have, the more and more and more it will become known. But if you only have one review from one major company like Forbes, it won't matter. It honestly won't. Because the more people who know about your thing, that's exactly why I'm going to buy a bunch of my books and put them in people's mailboxes. So they'll say, hey, what the fuck is this? And then they'll look it up on Google. Also, I'm going to um, buy a web domain of the name of the book. So it will have its own website. And it will rank higher on SEO, search engine optimization, on Google's results. Also, I'm going to get a .com name. If you get a .com domain, then you're more likely to show up first page on Google search results. So I have to do that before I do the mailbox promoting thing.
We have to talk. Could you love my coffee? Let's just say I found something better. Can he make it rich? Hot and iced? How about iced later latte? Who is this coffee maestro? Me.
See, that's what I mean. Commercials are so fucking stupid now. But that's the point of commercials. They're supposed to be bad, so you remember the product, but you don't remember the commercial. Your subconscious remembers the product. Your conscious mind gets annoyed by the commercial. That's how TV works. And that's why there's so much subliminal messages in kids shows, in TV shows. It's because your conscious mind is distracted and annoyed by all the stupidity, especially new age cartoons. And your subconscious mind notices all the background things. There could be an Illuminati symbol in the background. Your conscious mind won't see it. Your conscious mind will only see the stupidness in the cartoon. It's a fact. Once you learn how all this shit works, how subliminal marketing works, subliminal psychology, once you learn all these things, you'll be like, wow, my whole life I've been brainwashed. But I can re-brainwash my own self to have a better life. It's true.